And because you guys know, Madam Savvy has been a big opponent of Collective Shout. Collective Shout is the one that misgendered Savvy and called her a man. Savvy's getting her own back on them. Hypnotic put this out a day ago. It looks like Madam Savvy may have reported Collective Shout to the police. Madam Savvy is striking back. I think this might be good. Because Madam Savvy has been the #1 opponent of Collective Shout, and she does not fuck around. No, Anti-Ming, they're in Australia. Collective Shout is based in Australia. So, this could be interesting. I am intrigued. So, let's find out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we have yet another video from this female gamer, Madam Savvy. And the reason why we're making a video today about Madam Savvy is because, well, she's gone full nuclear. And I know I say this all the time, but this time I genuinely mean she's gone full nuclear.
And yes, no, Justin, it's Collective Shout are the ones that basically read at Visa and MasterCard about porn games, claiming it's all about for the children, and started the whole thing about Visa and MasterCard, threatening Steam and Itch and several other, other places saying you have to get rid of your porn because it's a danger to the children, and if you don't, then we're not going to do payment processing for you. So yeah, Collective Shout is what is the group that got Visa and MasterCard started on this crusade.
Madam Savvy has been dealing back and forth with Collective Shout and some of the women that work at Collective Shout, if you even want to call it a job. And these women have been targeting Madam Savvy with fake alt accounts, making it seem as if she is the arbiter of all the violence and hatred and everything that Collective Shout has...
Yeah, that deserves to be screamed from the rooftops, what you just said, Colonel. Collective Shout has been dead fucking silent regarding Roblox. I have not heard about a single fucking thing from Collective Shout regarding Roblox and how Roblox is basically fostering predators that are hunting children on their platform. Not a fucking peep from Collective Shout, who is supposedly all about protecting the children. Not a fucking word. Like, it gives them everything that they're looking for. It's protecting children. It's dealing with a game, so it's fake avatars, not real people, even though what's happening with Roblox is obviously going outside of the game and has real-world consequences, which are horrific. This is like the perfect this is like the thing where Collective Shout should be screaming from the rooftops to shut, like they should be screaming for Roblox to get shut down. Radio fucking silence. And they could have gone after Visa and MasterCard about this too, because Roblox is funded by payment processors buying the in-game currency. So they could have gone after Visa and MasterCard and said, hey, this platform is a predator hunting ground against children. You should do something about this. And Visa and MasterCard could have then said to Roblox, hey, if you don't fix your shit, we're taking away your funding, we're taking away your payment processing, and people won't be able to buy your Robux. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because it was never about protecting kids. It was about forcibly injecting their ideologies onto other people. They wanted that power. And that's all it was ever about.
Seem as if she is the arbiter of all the violence and hatred and everything that Collective Shout has been receiving, all while trying to ignore that she's actually a woman. Somebody actually just called her a man recently again, which we're going to go over in a couple of seconds because we have multiple tweets that we have to go over from Madam Savvy.
Horror O'Reilly, yes, Visa and MasterCard did try and do a collab with Hoyoverse, and apparently they got dumpstered for it. I did see someone did a story on that. I don't know if we're going to look at that or not.
But we're going to be starting with this one because this one is amazing. Madam Savvy has decided to go to absolute war with Collective Shout Because according to Madam Savvy, she has posted and said, I have filed reports both in the UK and in Australia in the last few days for malicious denial of my sex, which is female. These women created their worlds. Now it is time for them to reap what they sow. Deny me my
Savvy.
womanness because I don't fit the narrative. I will use the very system you all seek to abuse to get your way. And I will be 100 times more effective because I am able to communicate without sounding like a parasite, adult cicada flying into a glass door repeatedly. So she actually.
Sorry, I need to hear that again.
Adult cicada flying into a glass door repeatedly. So she.
Hypnotic? Gamer? It's pronounced cicada, not cicada. I'm sorry. That pronunciation of cicada just makes me giggle. No, Kaibo, I don't think he's not AI. He's a VTuber. Here, this is his VTuber model. And I don't think he uses an AI voice. It's pronounced cicada, not cicada.
She actually reported them. And this is hilarious, by the way. She actually reported them for online hate crimes where the individual's identity is actually known, and she reported them by name, which is amazing, by the way. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, can you actually report somebody for this? Yes, you can. In the countries that she listed, you actually can report someone for an online hate crime and report them by name so that they can get investigated for something like this. And misgendering.
Yeah. So this is where the UK and Australia's draconian quote-unquote hate crime laws is going to come back to bite them in the ass. Because I'm pretty sure Savvy has the same mindset that I do and that we all do, where basically reporting someone to the police because they misgendered them, because they called you a he instead of a she, or vice versa, and basically being mean to you online can now be reported as a crime in the UK and Australia. Yes, that is a bullshit law, and it's basically, stems from the everyone gets trophy generation where my Fifi's got hurt, you should be arrested. It is an absolutely horrible totalitarianism law that basically is wrongthink. It's about wrongthink, and the law in and of itself is fucking horrible and should be thrown into the fires of fucking Mount Doom. These laws should never exist on the books in the first place. But good on Madam Savvy for taking these draconian laws and turning them against the very people that are using them as a cudgel against other individuals. Savvy is playing the Uno reverse card beautifully right now.
In Australia is actually a hate crime. Yes, an actual real identifiable hate crime, just like in the UK. Same thing, misgendering. So that's what she's doing. She's basically going after them with their own rules. Now, people are obviously celebrating this. You got people saying, hell yeah, but will they really end up with a visit from the thought police? Actually, yes. White turf women aggressively denying a disabled mixed woman who is an ally. Her gender is something they take very seriously, unlike the child, bad gangs. Then if you go over here, this is...
Wait. Is Savvy disabled? I didn't know that. Is she, like, I don't know too much about Savvy other than that she's base as fuck. And the video that we saw on her, is she disabled? Neither do I. I was unaware of that.
Unlike the child, bad gangs. Then if you go over here, this is where it gets pretty interesting. So there are some women that are trying to call out Madam Savvy for not just taking it, right? They essentially want Madam Savvy to not fight for her own beliefs and not fight for men as well. They don't want her to do it. They're basically saying she should just take it. She should just take the abuse, take the misgendering.
Oh, she's autistic, Anubis. Okay. All right. Oh, wait. She's autistic. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Savvy's going tism on them. No, Revan, Savvy is autistic. I am applauding her. Collective shout just fucked up. They just had an autistic person turn the Eye of Sauron on them. Shit's about to get real fun real fast.
Her to do it. They're basically saying she should just take it. She should just take the abuse, take the misgendering, take all that, and just go away. So Savvy ends up quote tweeting this person called Jam Gloom or something like that, and says,
God.
"Just let the loser I worship call you a man. Men are abusive anyway. Just let it happen, right?" So they don't want to have.
Okay. I'm gonna say, I don't think that this was said in the same vein. I will profess that. I don't think that this was used in the same vein that I'm about to speak. But this expression, just let it happen, you know the kind of people that frequently use that expression when it comes to abuse or attacks against another person? That's kind of what rapists say to their victims. Just let it happen. Now again, let me be clear. I am not saying that this person said these words in the same intention. I am not. I am not making that accusation in any way, shape, or form reverting Jan Gloom. I'm saying that that is the type of rhetoric that is used by individuals of that ilk. That's all.
Have the women be accountable at all at Collective Shout. They rather Collective Shout be wrong and it be okay because they're women versus admitting that men are right. That's how much they hate men. Even if the women are wrong, they're okay with them being wrong as long as they're women. And if the men are to be targeted, then, well, that's what they prefer to do. Then she says, holy shit, are these the people who demand to be listened to? I break
Yes,
one
they
narrative
are.
and now a whole collection of worthless females want to deny me what I am so they could feel better.
Yeah, because when a woman goes against what the Karens want, the Karens basically ostracize her from womanhood as if they can. Because it's in their twisted, fucked up minds is unconscionable for a woman to disagree with anything that they have to say. It is not a fathomable thought. It's something that they don't believe could possibly occur within their universe of existence. That a woman might actually disagree with anything they said. And because that happens, that can't possibly be a woman. That's got to be a man. Because men are fucking evil. Because Collective Shout is a collection of twisted, reeing, fucked up lesbians that hate men. Like, Collective Shout are man haters. They all fucking hate men, universally. And so if you're a woman, and you say Collective Shout is a piece of shit, and needs to shut the fuck up, they will arbitrarily seek to try and strip your womanhood away, even if it's in a nothing way. Obviously, Collective Shout calling Savvy a man online is not actually taking away Savvy's womanhood and femininity, but it's symbolic of it. Too bad for them the UK and Australia actually have hate speech laws specifically for bullying people online like this. You done fucked up.
About themselves. Then she says, number one, it's not my leader. I do, in fact, disagree with Joe on some things. World would be a boring place if I agreed with everything. Number two, when I initially replied, it was generic and not about you. As you've clearly made an incorrect assumption about me, I'll just leave you to it. And then she says, then you defend a retard for the love of the craft? You do you, boo. You already said you would never admit to being wrong and dare not correct another female. I literally have never said that I wouldn't. Not sure where you got that idea from. I wasn't incorrect with my generic remark as the pile-on I've since had being angry single dudes, mostly odd enough, almost like I knew. Enjoy your weekend. I like
How does Jam Gloom know that they're dudes? From Twitter responses. Angry, the pylon I've had being angry single dudes. How do you know they're dudes? It is entirely possible that many of them are women. Because guess what? Contrary to popular belief, a great deal of women online, on Twitter, are actually very supportive of men. Contrary to popular opinion, most of the women online are not man-hating. But because the algorithm pushes their comments of man-hating, it seems like there is a great deal. There isn't. There are a lot of women online on social spaces like Twitter that are very supportive of men. That they think, like I think, like you think, that men, just like women, deserve love, deserve kindness, deserve caring, deserve understanding. There are quite a lot of them. The algorithm doesn't push them, though, so their voices are kind of hidden and you don't know about them. That's why I will say that on my platform, where I can broadcast to the fucking internet, that men 100% deserve love, caring, compassion, support. Just like women do. It's a pretty universal fucking thing. You don't like it? Go fuck yourself. I don't care. I don't care. You can call me whatever you want to call me. I don't even know what the current slang is for someone that actually supports men. I don't fucking care. You can go fuck yourself with a bad dragon. I'll support men and I'll support women. Because both men and women deserve love and support. They do. You don't like that, then you don't like human beings. And you can go fuck yourself. I want nothing to do with you.
like how they always try to pretend like it's only men hating on them. Even when she's literally arguing with Savvy, a woman, she's like, yeah, I'm getting a whole bunch of hate from angry single dudes. Nice backpedal. What other tricks can you do? So then she goes here, and this is where it gets interesting, okay? When I saw this post from Madam Savvy, I was like, wait a second. There's no way, right? There's no way somebody who's connected to Collective Shout actually said that CSAM does not make you a PDF, right? Like, if you enjoy CSAM, that does not make you a PDF.
What?
That's literally what.
Hold up. Hold up. Oh. Okay. Clarity here for. Oh, shit! Darkin, thank you for 5 gifted! Thank you so much! Yeah, for clarity, I'm pretty sure this CSAM that Sabby is referring to is cuties. I'm reasonably sure that this. Okay, there's screenshots. She provides screenshots. Okay, my gut feeling is that this is referencing cuties. If I'm wrong, fuck me if I'm wrong.
Someone said. We're going to get into this because it's amazing. Madam Savvy says this couldn't be any funnier. I did not expect this. Joe Bartosz is the one who just called me a man multiple times, who I filed the UK police report on. And the guy is her co-writer who famously said watching CSAM doesn't make you a PDF, but apparently watching all the anime does. And this is what blows my mind, right? This is what blows my mind. These are the people who defended cuties. These are the people who apparently said watching CSAM does not make you a PDF, right? These are the people who will say all these things, and yet these are the people that are trying to convince you that.
Yes, for those that don't know, CSAM is basically watching. How can I say this delicately? CSAM is basically watching adult content that involves underage individuals. There you go. That is what CSAM is, for those that might be confused about the acronym. It is adult content that involves underage individuals.
Anime is all PDF content. They're projecting so unbelievably hard, it's disgusting. It really is. They're projecting so hard on anime because they know that they defend the real stuff, which is insane, right? But in any case, these are the people who Melissa Tankard Reese and Collective Shout work with, reference, and also hang out with. So this is yet another group of hyper insane feminists connected who are trying to label Madam Savvy as a man.
What?
This is who progressive governments listen to because they are providing the framework for government overreach. I would say this is hilarious and shows how small the earth really is, but the fact that governments are moving towards censorship is scary and depressing.
Also true.
So who is she talking about? Well, let's look at it. You got some people here, Joe Bartosz and Rob Jessel, right? If you look, they're connected.
No. What was that?
People
Hang
here,
on.
Joe
I want to see
Bartosz
this.
and Rob Jessel, right? If you
Focusing on her research of the TikTok to OnlyFans pipeline, Reese, OnlyFans told you to go fuck yourself. You're not touching OnlyFans because they are a cash cow for Visa and MasterCard. You're not getting anywhere with OnlyFans. You approach OnlyFans, they're gonna say, "Hey, you want to post on our site? Feel free. We'll take your money. We don't care." And you're not going to get Visa and MasterCard to shut it down because OF is one of Visa and MasterCard's biggest fucking clients. They're making billions off of OF right now. So you're losing that. Will expose how the sex trade has undergone a spectacular rebrand online. When in the fuck have you shown that you give a flying fuck about the sex trade, Melinda? You have done nothing to try and expose the sex trade. You're going after video games. You're going after advertisements. You're going after like corporations that have sexy, cute, slogos to advertise their products. You have not done a fucking thing to expose the sex trade. Again, I will point out, they have supported Cuties. They think Cuties is a fantastic fucking movie, and Cuties grotesquely exploited children, both in the film itself and their audition process. They exploited the fuck out of thousands of young girls, so that's sick as hell. Number two, they have said fuck all about the rape gangs running rampant through the UK that even the police won't do anything about. They have not said a fucking thing about the young girls that are being groomed and raped in the UK by the dozens or even the hundreds. Not one fucking word from them about it. Melinda, you do not give a fuck about the sex trade. I would like to see your hard drive because I have a strong suspicion that you actually are standing for the sex trade. You're just trying to hide it and go after competition. I have to wonder if you going after these porn games on Steam and Itch, if maybe you're trying to shut down competition. I'd like to have your finances looked at. I'd love for a forensic accountant to take a look at your books to see who's funding you out of maybe other companies that have their own porn games or maybe direct competition for the games that you got nuked off of Steam and off of Itch. And you just make these, same thing with the brands like Playboy. You're trying to go after them for their advertisement. What is in your books? Who is funding you that you may be running defense for and trying to shut down competitors for? Because that is a real possibility in this day and age. Somebody needs to check their hard drives.
If you look, they're connected to Collective Shout. And if you look at what Rob Jessel said, these are some of his tweets. You would be surprised. In a search for the new porn, make straight men go into gay stuff, from gay to trans, then sissy, hypno, and BDSM and kids. This is a feature, not a bug. Chapter 2 of our forthcoming book is all about this. Watching CSAM doesn't mean you had a latent desire to go after kids. It means your reward system went haywire.
FBI, open up!
Somebody needs to check Robert Jessel's hard drives. Right fucking now. Somebody needs to check his hard drives. The words watching CSAM doesn't mean you had a latent desire to abuse kids is a level of insanity that would only come from a pedophile. That only a pedophile would actually type these words out. It wasn't if you're watching, he didn't say if you're watching regular porn and the system links you over to CSAM, even if, when you don't want it to and you click off, that'd be one thing. It's a whole different thing when you said watching, as in plural, as in multiple times, as in you are a continual watcher of CSAM. That's not someone that's getting linked over to it or in a suggested with a trick thumbnail when you're on a porn site. That's not how it works. Because CSAM doesn't exist on legit porn sites. If any legit porn sites actually have CSAM, that shit gets nuked from orbit really fucking quick. Because the whole thing with these porn sites is they maintain their legitimacy by not having CSAM. So this is a fucking lie. And Robert Jessel, how dare you say something like this within yeeting distance of my wood chipper? The wood chipper is hungry, Robert. And feeding time is coming. So maybe we need to take a look at your hard drives.
Same for violent, degrading pornography. So there it is. He's literally saying that watching that kind of content doesn't make you a PDF. That's literally what he's saying, right?
That's what a PDF would say.
Who works with Collective Shout, who is actively supposedly going after CSAM content.
But, by the way, are we seeing a pattern yet? Have we seen a pattern yet? All the members of Collective Shout support cuties. They stand for cuties. You've got another person affiliated or that works with Collective Shout that is saying watching CSAM doesn't mean you're a pedophile. Are we seeing a fucking pattern here yet? Every fucking member of Collective Shout's hard drives needs to be looked through with a granular fine-tooth comb. Every fucking one of them. The ladies, and yes, Robert Jessel, I'm including you in this phrase, the ladies doth protest too much.
In video games and anime, even though that's not CSAM content, this person is actually referencing real child abuse content, and apparently that doesn't make you an abuser. I am confused. To say the least, I am confused here. I don't know how anime does, but apparently the real stuff does not. I am just unbelievably confused.
It's what we like to call projection. That's what it is. Watching CSAM doesn't make you a pedophile because of projection. Whereas with anime is too easy of a target. Anime is just an easy target. People have been bitching and moaning about anime being bad, like, oh, it's sexualizing young girls. That argument has been going around forever and a fucking day. It's never going to go away because you have the pearl clutchers. They're always like, oh, anime is perverting our youth. Oh, guess what? I'm an anime girl and I'm here to pervert you. That's why my tagline is the redhead that you want, but your parents always warned you about. So come at the anime. My body is ready.
But anyway, Robert also says when they say video games and anime, they mean depictions of child abuse, incest, and violence. A little trickier to defend. So as you can see here, he again references video games and anime. He references that as child abuse, but then on the left, he has said that CSAM does not make you an abuser. I am just fucking confused, right? Robert says anime, manga, lolly porn deserves a book on its own. A generation of kids are growing up with the sexual erotic attraction targeted at children. Again, this is the same person who said...
No, they're not. No, they're not. They're not growing up with sexual or erotic attraction targeted at them. Despite popular opinion, it's not. The kids are not constantly getting blasted with erotica every which way but loose. Yes, you can make the argument that some of, especially with like Google's AdSense on YouTube, that some of the ads are erotic in nature. You absolutely can point at that. But it's not continuous. I would say that the erotic ads through YouTube's AdSense is not the normal ad that people are going to get. It happens. I don't deny that, and I don't think it should. And I think Google needs to clamp down on that for their AdSense. Absolutely. But kids are not being bombarded with erotica, despite popular opinion. Yes, they're going to see images of sexy girls in advertisements for clothing or lingerie in case of women, or even on TV shows. You're going to have attractive people looking attractive. Yes, it's been that way for literal decades. It has not created a whole fucking generation of uncontrollable sex offenders. It hasn't. Despite what these people may want you to think, sexy advertisements involving sexy individuals does not create a generation of sexual deviants. It doesn't. The numbers don't pan out for that. So this is just, again, projection, trying to obfuscate their own proclivities that they don't want anybody to look too deeply into them about.
Sam does not make you an abuser. Okay. This person says men can still have loving relationship with real humans while having fun with said AI bots. Pornography isn't a threat thanks to increased access to porn in the last 30 years. Assault rates have dropped dramatically. Shaming no longer works. More people rightfully say screw you. He says, why would you want to have fun with a bot when you're in a loving relationship? Why go for dog shit when you've got steak at home?
You dumbass. Every married person, man or woman, will tell you, even when you're in a loving relationship with someone else, that doesn't stop your imagination. It doesn't stop spiciness from rolling around in your head that maybe your partner doesn't want to get involved in. And yeah, you might want to play a game with sexy time stuff, just basically because your brain is still functioning. Your imagination is still going. It is a healthy way for you to basically experience those sexual desires that harms no one. Seriously, there's a reason why some people in some marriages want to, quote, spice things up. That is not an uncommon expression to be used with people that are in a relationship. I want to spice things up. Maybe the other half of that relationship doesn't want to reciprocate. Well, this person's already had their imagination going. Why not play a game where that spiciness can take hold? It's like, or, yeah, and this does happen. What if it's a means of foreplay? What if by watching porn, playing a pornographic game, what if that's foreplay? Plenty of couples use that as foreplay too, to get the motor running, so to speak. It's not uncommon for this to happen. You can be in a loving relationship with a partner and still enjoy porn. Hundreds of thousands or even millions of couples do it. It can actually function as like a marital aid. And these couples are perfectly healthy in their relationships, mentally and physically. It's just, again, a means of, quote, spicing things up.
Adam Savvy says, I don't see a wedding band on your finger. Are you married by chance? Oh, nice. Curious if the person trying to dictate other lives is the beacon of inspiration. Damn, Madam Savvy is amazing at this stuff. Let me tell you. And then if you look at what Joe said, this is also what's amazing. Shout out to Joe. She says, in the days since Rob and I wrote this exchange on the Online Safety Act, X's owner has started posting borderline pornographic cartoons. Savvy says, beaches must be a torture for you. Joe says, you're a creepy.
Wait. What do you on post here? Did he just post a cartoon of a girl in a bikini? Is this person really having a heart attack about a cartoon with a girl in a bikini? Oh my god.
Cartoons. Savvy says beaches must be a torture for you. Joe says you're a creepy, porn addled, misogynist bloke. Excuse
Oh
me?
my sweet fuck.
What? Bro.
Yeah, because that's what these freaks do. That is what these sociopaths do. When they get called out on their shit, they they basically take it from 1 to 1,000. I'm guessing based on Savvy's comment, this was just he was showing a cartoon of a girl in a bikini, and Savvy said, "Well, yeah, beaches must be torture to you, because guess what girls and women wear on beaches? They wear swimsuits and bikinis." And this person jumps to calling Savvy creepy porn addled misogynist. And a guy.
She literally just called Madam Savvy a misogynist bloke, basically a misogynist guy. Where do you get that with that profile picture? I don't understand. So Savvy rightfully says, "I'm a woman, you fucking retard," and then she laughs her ass
Hey,
off.
Savvy.
And then Joe says, "Nah, mate." So she's denying that Madam Savvy is even a woman. She's literally saying, "No, bro, you."
The crazy part is, Savvy live streams on YouTube. Sometimes she'll have like an avatar. Sometimes she'll actually do face cam streams. You can literally just check out her channel, check out her streams, and you'll see Savvy is indeed a woman. And a biological woman for that matter. And this dumb bitch is continuing to call her a guy. Yeah, it's not like Savvy is hiding this. This is so fucking stupid. Oh god, and look at what the follow-up is.
You are a man. And then Joe says, "It was fun, but I've now muted the porn-addled American troon who apparently thinks the phrase 'nah, mate' is a hate crime in the UK. Christ, these people are dim." So she apparently muted Savvy.
Hey, Joe, you stand for these laws to make calling names a hate crime. Go cry in a corner that your own laws are being turned against you because you're a dumb fuck. And yeah, by the way, Savvy, there's another one. Not only did Joe call you a guy, Joe also called you a creepy porn-addicted misogynist. There's another charge. And a troon, which I'm guessing is a slur. All of which, under the UK and Australia's hate crime laws, Savvy can have Joe arrested for. It's a slur for trans? Troon is a slur for trans. So now she's not only misgendered Savvy by calling her a man, she's misgendered her again by calling her trans. I never thought I'd use this for this.
FBI, open up!
It's time for Joe Bartosh to go to jail for hate speech. Oh, Joe.
You are made of stupid.
Who apparently is now a trans person. So Madam Savvy went from being a dude to a trans person. I am confused. That's all I'm gonna say. I am
But by the way, Christ, these people are dim. Hey, Joe, look in a fucking mirror, you cock-gobbling thunder cunt. Actually, no, you probably don't gobble cock. You carpet-licking thunder cunt. The dim one is looking back at you in the mirror, sweetheart.
I am confused. That's all I'm gonna say. I am unbelievably confused. So in any case,
Wait, hold
I am
up.
confused.
What the fuck is this? Listening to Blue Orpher called masturbating over his relics, but he had heard her plans to be here. It was so great. What the fuck did he do? What the hell is this? I'm guessing this is a piece of fiction. This looks like it's a piece of fiction.
Confused. That's all I'm going to say. I am unbelievably confused. So in any case, Madam Savvy completely destroyed them, and she has reported not only her, but also the other guy to the UK police, which is amazing. I find that to be hilarious. And then this is her response to being called a trans person.
Oh, Savvy's married? I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that Savvy was married. Oh, that's awesome.
She says, I said one thing to this loser, and she had to make a second tweet saying, well, it's been fun, transy, because I got that under its skin. Funny how I, a married woman with a biology degree, am kryptonite to these miserable prunes. Anyway, she thinks watching anime leads to PDF, but actually viewing CSAM doesn't. Per the book she wrote with that guy who should get his hard drive checked.
Yes.
Anyway, I've been provided the links for reporting this person and the avocado person since both are in the UK and online ID.
Oh, fuck, I thought they were in Australia. Oh, they're in the UK. They are so fucked. But it's gonna get good.
Means that they will now be found very easily. Why these people hate gamers is beyond me. It never made any sense because the most passive people I've ever known are gamers. Incidentally, the most needlessly aggressive have always been shallow women with no value like this one. So again, guys, this entire thing has been an absolute destruction. I find this to be hilarious. I also find this to be very sad on their part. And honestly, I'm glad that Madam Savvy did actually report them. Use it to your advantage, right? If this is the world that the UK and Australia want to live in, then utilize those reporting systems.
Have a better quote. If this is the world you want to live in, then reap the whirlwind. Because it's coming for you.
The same way they would, right? If Madam Savvy lived in the UK or if Madam Savvy lived in Australia, you bet your ass off they would have reported her immediately. So why not return fire? That's how I see it. So you guys can let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about this entire situation? What do you think about the thought that person wrote in their book saying that if you watch CSAM content, that doesn't make you an abuser and that it just means your reward system is messed up? Whatever that may be, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. And I'll see you guys on the next one.
Oh my. Milk, for once, the UK stuff is being used for good. For once.